would you say that you've grown as a motivational speaker and life coach in the last few years?
How I've grown? Oh yeah. I want to use the word, but I don't want to. I don't have a word I was going to use, but yeah. And the reason why I want to use it, I don't want to frighten anybody, but yeah, I've grown to master the skill. You know, all the skills I have learned along the way with NLP, you know, people may not know, people know that also I'm a hypnotherapist, you know, human behavioral expert. I've grown, you know, a lot, and the growth has always, it brought me to different stages and different paths and different people in my life now. You know, the people I work with now, the companies I work with now, you know, it really changed. And every time is always a learning experience for me. And that's what I love about this life I'm living. Everything is a new experience and everything is a growing experience, you know, so I'm good. It have changed me so much, and the growth I have gained and the strength I have gained, there's nothing I could say could really, you know, stop me. I will just share this too. That kind of put it in a nutshell. You know, someone asked me about dying recently, and I said, you know what? Deep in my heart, I'm not afraid to die. No more. 10 years ago, 20 years ago, you know, I have that thought, are you ready to live? I think, anytime I know I did well, the people I have served in my life, if that was my purpose at that point and this is the end, I'm good. I'm happy. And that's to tell you, well, that's the answer your question in a nutshell there. I'm happy if I go the road now, and I'm happy because I know my role and my part, my purpose was for, in order for me. I haven't felt that my purpose haven't been felt or my purpose haven't been filled. You know what I'm saying? That's where I am in my life now. And if it takes me another 20 years, I'm thanking God still to continue serving people, because this is my life. Serving the people I meet on a daily basis. So, yeah.
So, macroing again.
Mm-hmm.
Just do you want to macroing?
Yeah, do your macro.
You have a course coming up in April.
Mm-hmm.
Called Limitless Potential.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is everything that the people need to know about this course? I know because when we spoke last time, I know you told me your head was in relationship course too.
Mm-hmm.
But this is Limitless Potential, so I'm guessing it's a little bit different.
Totally different. This is the beginning of the years. Right? This is 12 hours of discovery. Again, coming back from Tony, I sat in my hotel room the morning, some morning there. And I had a meeting with a couple people on Tony's team, and they were talking to me about my growth. And one of the things strike out to me is that, Arnold, you have, you know, been around one of the best in the world, the strategists in the world. It's time to really bring it to the Trinidad masses and the Trinidad public now. And my heart started to race. I was like, are they ready? So you make them ready. They say make them ready. And I made one phone call to Trinidad. I said, yo, I talked to my partner. I said, we had to do this. And we started to talk about it there. And then when I came home, we started to talk about it more. I already had the concept. I went on by the pool. I started to write that day. I was just writing what I want to do. And basically that 12 hours of discovery, we was thinking about having it for 2 days. Trinidadians may sit down for 12 hours, and I'm going to make them ready for the 12 hours. They're going to be, within the 12 hours, they're going to ask for nothing more, because this is the whole idea of it, 12 hours of discovery. Who ever done that? Nobody ever have somebody sitting down in an auditorium for 12 hours going through what? What this man could really bring for me to want to sit down there for 12 hours. And the whole idea of, you know, people coming there, from the first hour they will understand. And then we talk about limitless potential. And I always love the show Limitless, yeah, the movie. And it came to me within that, but I don't want to just call it limitless. That is when limitless potential came about and whatnot and thing. So people in this, it's totally transformational, it's totally life-changing. When people leave that auditorium 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the night, right? Their life's going to be changed. Somehow, somewhere, it's going to be a total transformation, because what I'm going to do there is what I've done with one-on-one clients. What I'm going to do there, right, is a coaching session. It's not just sit down and you listen to a man talk. No, you're going to participate. You're going to have your workbook. So your workbook is like your diary. All your thoughts, all your feelings are going to go into that book. You're going to show them. We're going to go through that exercise. So people are going to understand their fear. They're going to understand their limiting beliefs. They're going to understand who they are. They're going to understand what to focus on in their life now. So if it's their spirituality or their finance or their relationship or the career, they're going to learn that there one time. They're going to understand that. They're going to understand why they feel so over the years when mom and dad separated, or why they feel rejected from another human being. They're going to understand and have that clarity. So when people walk out of that auditorium that night, they will have clarity. They will get the results they're looking for. And they're going to release their pain that night as well. So imagine 200 people sitting in an auditorium, releasing that pain all at once.
That's amazing.
All at once.
That's so amazing.
Sitting and going through that process. They won't be sitting, but they'll be there in that process, going through that. And when they go through that process, as I said, who want to really embrace it will embrace it. And that's what this whole thing about. Discovery. It's not you lose yourself. Yourself is there, but you don't know how to really bring that real, who am I, out. You have to trust who you are. Because every one of us know what we want to achieve, Every one of us know the power, but we don't know how to use it. We don't know when to use it. We don't know, okay, I know they tell me I have power. Where to find that power? I'll show you where to find that power, because it's in us. All of us are blessed with the same thing. You didn't come differently from me, You understand? Yes, there's a female. I'm a male. But that drive and that passion and that hunger and that, you have it just as me. My job is to bring it to you and light it up and let you see it. And we live all life with condition in a way that we can't do this. This is not for us. I cannot be this person that I really dream of doing. If I be the best opera singer or the best ballet dancer or the best artist. We limit ourselves and we limit our kids and we limit our own thought process of really becoming who we want to be. And this whole seminar is about discovering that, and seeing the world differently, feeling what you're feeling. I want people to experience what I have experienced. This is why this thing coming out. And they talk about the relationship program. I finished that relationship program is over probably 90 pages. That's a weekend retreat. That will happen in June. So that's why I said this is the first. So this whole thing is just a starting point. And then after the couples, now we're going to bring them into a place where they work together. They understand the relationship. Some people don't understand the relationship. They don't know what season the relationship in, right? Some people don't know what if the relationship on the brink and how to identify it now. We are just friends. We are roommates. We lovers. They're not going to show them how to bring back that passion and intimacy into their relationship. Most people think about intimacy about sex. Intimacy is truth. Once you have truth with your partner, that is the deepest intimacy you could ever have with anybody, because you're allowing things to flow easy. So all these things people are gonna learn within that weekend as well. But that is, as I said, that will be coming up hopefully in June, right? We start planning already, but we wanted to really put this out, and people have to look out for Limitless Potential. It's gonna be crazy.
Well, in terms of limitless potential, right? I have a contrary question to ask you, which is, what is the risk that persons might experience the same thing that you experienced when you went to your first session and you didn't want to come back to Trinidad because it's like you can't deal with the culture and the mediocrity and all the things that
they're going to learn that too.
Okay.
They're going to learn that in that session. Yeah. They're going to learn to manage that. Because that's one of the key things, and it's a good question you asked. Yeah. Is one of the key things that people will get to learn. Because I'm not gonna hold back anything for anybody in this one. That's why we stretch it for the 12, really 13, but we're giving them a break. All right, so they have the lunch. It's all inclusive lunch, breakfast, and whatnot and thing. But they're gonna allow them to go through that whole process of understanding and here's the thing. Whatever they decide to do after that, they must have the momentum to do it. So if this is about leaving their job and starting their business, traveling, leaving the country, going abroad and taking that chance. I have worked with people who have nothing or had nothing, and now they work in the UN and upgrade to, they're working and they're living in New York City. And I say, a year or two ago, they had nothing. They had a job, yeah, but it was nothing. They were qualified, but they didn't know where to look. They didn't have the momentum, they didn't have the drive, they didn't have the passion to do anything. And I create that spark in them, and now they're living. And that is just one story. There are many more.
So talking about business now, getting a bit into the business, one of the things you wrote and said is that small businesses are weakest in the areas where the owner is weak at following through. So as a business owner, it's critical you understand yourself and understand your limiting beliefs. So can you give an example of how, like, as a business owner, like how that manifests in businesses?
Okay, the limiting beliefs. The first thing people want to go into business, everybody want to be a business owner now. Well, I know you know me, I can't use it on your camera, but yeah, everybody want to be a business owner now, right? Everybody want to have their own business. But the thing about it is that one of the things is they still doubt themselves. You want to go out there to serve people, but you just have to believe in your own product or service. So the limiting beliefs happening in behind the scene, you see it. You may not see it with your common eyes. I see it. Other trainers like me, other coaches, other people more experienced will see it. Because if you bring in something to somebody, you bring in your best. You want to bring your best to that person. And that person had to be falling in love with you from the first interaction and the first delivery you deliver. We don't live in that society. Small thing. A small thing. You understand? So, business owners now going about opening these businesses, right? And they're thinking, well, the prettiest thing they have, the cheapest price. People don't want to hear that. People don't want to hear about cheap price. People want to know that I want you to deliver and make me very happy with what you have offered me, and I get what I want. This is what people are looking at. So, again, creating that limiting belief, because most people, as I say, going into business, I talk to them, I see them, I hear them. Going into business and they don't believe in their brand. Some of them don't believe they will make it in business. Some of them thinking about making 10,000 a month because all they was making when they was working was 5,000, so they want to up it to 10,000 and they feel they'll be comfortable with that. All these little stupid concepts they have in their head. Disempowering beliefs. You want to be a business owner and all you want to make is 10,000 a month? You don't limit yourself there already. How stupid is that? And you're a business owner. You have unlimited resource that you could make, but you just want to, I just want to make 10,000 are good. Come on. Business is designed for that. And you know, we have a thing that I don't want to be greedy. I just want enough. It wasn't created for enough. And as I say, the cameras on me, as well, I already tell you, I already feel about that because it's sick me. It's sick me when I hear them talk like that. You start a business to just be enough.
Go and get a job then.
Go and get a job. Get a good paying job and be enough. You start a business to serve people. That alone, spiritual. You serving people. That alone must propel you to be better and excellent and outstanding in what you're doing. You come out here to serve people. When somebody call your phone or go up online and go on your website or open the doors of your brick and mortar business, that person coming to you just to buy something. That person coming to get a problem solved. And if you could live with that every day, that you waking up every morning to solve somebody's problem as a business owner, you'll be the richest businessman in Trinidad and Tobago. You understand? It's no magic one with Jeff Bezos and Tony and all these fellas who've been, they understand that concept. When Steve Jobs was making the second range of Apple, the pretty ones, when people say, what do you ask people, what do you think about that? What you see there? People say, well, they see something nice. You see the work of art, and this is what he's selling people, a work of art. And people come out every day at Apple to create a work of art to sell to the masses. That Apple now is in cash, have more cash than the US Treasury. Solid cash. And you telling me you just want to make 10,000, no, you just want to make a little 100,000, you just want to be comfortable and the world is at your doorstep. And this is what has really bugged me here. You know, we bring ourselves to such a low state of thinking that we can, you know, explore more, go out there, see more. When I ask young entrepreneurs to travel, they went to New York, you went to Miami, yeah. So you went to a little trade show, you're taking time. Nah, you went to the family, you went to relax and chill out. But you're crying about your business not working. I don't mind you going on vacation. But one of the things I did when I first how much visas ago, I started to educate myself. And you want to go deep. A woman asked me the other day, you know, if you're talking about schooling, and, you know, after I came off stage, and she said, you know, Mr. Best, you know the college life and the university life, you understand? I said, no. She said, you never been to college? No. You never been to university? No. I don't have a degree? No. And people pay you all this money? Yes. I educate myself. And then I invest in the best in the world. That's why you could ask me about Tony Robbins now. That's why you could see me for social media in a Tony Robbins event, having a Tony Robbins and moving with these people. Because I invested in myself. So when a man and a businessman come to me and tell me, a young one come and tell me he looking to thing and he can, you're wasting your time. Because that world out there is ready to give away information like that. You can get it on your phone, you can get it on your iPad, you can get it on your smart devices, easy. But what you do with it? What you do with it? I see people who came to me and I tell them, find the trade show, what they want to do, want to be a floral expert. Go New York City, go Miami, find out which, and they went out and they learn and they see the best chocolatiers. I have a girl I was working with, she went out to a trade show, meet one of the top chocolatiers in the world. The chocolatier asked her to come and be an intern in her place in Las Vegas. She didn't have no money. When she called me, she said, I have no money, but I'm going. She reached up late, all kind of thing, to the people place as an intern. And she spent about a month with them in Vegas and learned how to create beautiful chocolates. Now she's back home selling chocolates. So you could tell me that you can't, and you can't. It's a sacrifice. It's take a sacrifice. So when people talk about, you know, they talk about limiting beliefs, when I make that statement, is that what I'm talking about. We limit our belief system. We limit it in a way that we sabotage our own selves. Next question.
Oh my gosh, it's so amazing because when you started talking, I just go into like a whole trance, like just a little, and you just go into Arnold. It's so amazing. What do you think are some key skills and abilities that business owners need to have? Like about, well, I have stolen from my mother the magic of three, but three. So, 3 things you think skills and abilities that business owners need to have?
Okay. I want to use consistency, patience, right? And enormous amount of hunger. We don't have that. We want, but we're not hungry for that. Right? So let's start with consistency. Again, what you
start small.
Start small, yeah.
Work up to it.
People will see you doing this. People will see these guys doing their thing, and they'll think one day they'll see them doing something tremendous, all kind of crane and different. They want to know, oh dear, I want to be like them, but they never worried that they were in a room editing with a small computer only burning out, that they buy a hard drive to hold up to load things. They don't know that struggle these people went through to create what they created now, but you want to be them. They were consistent and growth. I talked about you earlier on. When me and you started this with me, we did it on a Sunday. We didn't have no mic. We just a computer and instead of a webcam, I think, or a phone. And we plug it in and we did that first interview. Now here we are. Consistency. You know, we tend to fall short on that a lot because we're not seeing it happening. Because in our mind, we think that to be a grand thing. In a year time, I'm supposed to have this. In a year, and going back to expectations now. So if you don't manage those expectations and see the reality of how a business is supposed to grow, a business can't grow, 0 to 100, unless you're doing something really legal. But you have to go through that whole piece because you'll have a story to tell up the road that teach other people. This is the story. This is what I went through. This is the pain. Sometimes I'm sleeping in the night. Sometimes I'm in front of a camera and I'm sleeping. It's a pain. That is a story. People don't understand that. And this is what they need to go through first. Right? Patience. Second one. We do have patience. Everything is instant gratification. I must get it now. In 2 years' time, I'm going to be driving a Navara. Then I go upgrade to Audi. And that's the thought process they have. You understand? And some of them just get it, but that's all they have. They ain't living no way. They don't own a home. But they're driving the best to show people, well, my business is successful. The Audi could come. The range could come. Whatever you had desire could come, but you have to have patience. You understand? We must show people we're doing business and we're doing it well. If you're traveling and a few people laugh at you, like, he's a businessman, he's traveling. You taking that on. So you know what? You're going to jump out and you're going to take out a car that you can't afford. You're going to a community and live in a gated community you can't afford. Draining the business, pulling from the business. Your bills alone, right? It's 100,000 and all your business making is 50. Think about it. Just to show people that you're doing business. Patience. Once you're doing the business right, all these things will belong to you after. Okay? So, we talk about patience, we talk about consistency. Hunger. Ask people, hungry. I'm hungry. Show me you're hungry. What you do to be hungry? And I stay up late and then hear the funny thing, hear the thing that's cracked me. You know, tell me you're hungry, but you'll pop on social media, you go watch me in my face and tell me, I know, so I sit down whole day watching the whole Game of Thrones trilogy. You want to smack you in your face? I don't mind people watch the thing, have the entertainment, but don't come and tell me you're real hungry, and then you're crying and tell me things ain't working out, and then you come telling me that you just watched the whole trilogy of this, whatever they're watching. Understand what you want and why you want it, and that will drive your hunger. Understand what you want and why you want it, and that will drive your hunger. If you don't understand that concept, you'll always be in wilderness, studying, oh gosh, and every little thing you want to change up the business. Every minute you want to, instead of giving the business time to grow, but you want to break a branch here and groom it here. I ain't ready for that. You want to change the walls of the business one time in the first 2 months because, you make a little money and you feel that you could change it around. No. Hunger, understand what you want and why you want it, and that will drive your hunger. If you don't understand what you want, understand the why behind it. Some of our whys are weak, impotent, limb. So that given us that drive. It took first couple months, everybody come, your friends and your family, well done. And after that, you are alone now. Landlord knocking on your door, pay my rent. You don't have that drive because you don't understand your why. And the biggest why that I could share with anybody to do, make it more than yourself. Most business people go into business because of themselves. It's all about them. I have a business. I'm a business owner. Who's your target market? Why are you in business? What business are you into? Some of them kinds of answer. I'm into floral. Anybody could be in floral. I'm a contractor. Anybody could be a contractor. Anybody. What business are you really into? Your business must be all about the people you plan to serve. Why you want to serve these people? because I love human beings. I want to enrich people's lives. I want to make them, and whatever you go down, that will give your brain now the momentum to give you more ideas in order to take care of people. When people talk about added value in business, oh, add value. I like to add value. How you add value in business? Yeah. But now that really meet them up here and I start to like deal with them. How you plan to add value? Well, I'm giving the people the best product. You creating the product. No others buy it on Amazon and then others are buying again from China. Anybody could go to China and get that best product. What are you doing? You understand? I adding value by giving them, I know I ship it to them. Anybody could ship. Come on, do better than that. Here's the added value for me. You see, when you create an environment where people could love your business. I did a seminar recently and I asked everybody in the audience, how much of you love your business? Everybody hands were up. I asked them now, how much of you love the customers more than your business? Everybody look around to see who hand will go up and I didn't get the question I asked properly. But I know they heard me, but it never registered in their mind to love the people that they plan to serve. And when you start loving the people that you plan to serve, trust me, you become fans of you. If you love somebody, what you will do for them? Anything, right? Because you love that person. Most of these young business owners and these people into business have to learn to love their people. And once they start to show that within their staff, you will see that whole business start to grow. And they become fans because you show that love. You talk about it just now in some of these services, when you call them, you have to be pulling teeth to get some information. Nobody's willing to help you. No, well, the person in that department that there right now, call back about 3 o'clock now. And she could always say, what can I help you with? Let me see if I can help you out here. Give me a... And when you get that call, you are no shocked right now. Trinidadians just be shocked when somebody call them back. Oh, yeah, I did call you. Of course, they call me back. That shouldn't be. You understand? And once we grow to love the people we plan to serve, your business will be outstanding.
One of the statistics you quoted is that 81% of employees are not engaged or disengaged at the companies where they work. Mm-hmm. What is something that companies can do to change that, turn that around for their businesses? Because obviously, if your employees not engaged, things are going downhill. Things are going downhill.
Yeah. Let me tell you this. A lot of companies start with obviously when you start a business, right? They tell you, do your business plan, include your vision, and include your mission. Why you think people created that long time ago? That was your honor to the people you plan to serve. You come into my establishment and my vision for the company and mission is to, the nice words, to be the best in whatever, to be, customer centric and customer thing and whatnot. But you come in to the organization now and you don't have a clue. I never trained you. I never sent you into a room for 4 days to recondition your mind to be that vision and to follow that mission. I train you to push paper. I train you to send emails out timely. I teach you to understand that mission and live that mission every day and that vision every day. I have no problems with you. If I didn't teach you that is where you become disengaged. You know why? Because all you see is that salary. Because you know why? That's all I sold you. You're getting $6,000 a month. You're getting a little perks, you're getting $1,000 this, you're getting a driving allowance, others give them now transport allowance or travel allowance. Am I pushing a little meal there for you once a month? Right? So you're like, oh, I'm on top of the world, I upgrade. 6 months down the road, I buffing you. Why this wasn't done? How come? Why the client had to be calling me? to tell me that HR do the work or accounting do the work, because they're not living your vision or your mission, partner. And this is one of the things that businesses have to really look and embed it in the people when they bring them on board. Teaching them how to push email or how to get a sale, that's easy. Just show them, sell them that dream. You will see people work for you. And you get 120% from them. Sell them a salary, you only gain 30% from them. Because that's all they're coming to work for. I have to make my money. They're not coming to work to serve the company or to serve the people that the company supply. They come to make their money, and that's it. You ever go to a place or environment and you hear, well, that's not my job, you know. If you know, I hate that. And last year, I had the opportunity to work with companies where I had to work on certain decision-making projects. And I'll tell you this, out of that, probably 30-something people in front of me were fired in different things overall. They're not cutting it. That is companies I respect. You know why? They want the change, and they understand the change, and they understand what the change are needed. So sometimes you might be on board in a company. My job is to come in and realize if the person really worth being in the company. And as I said, within that whole frame there over the year, about 30-something people, I had to let the company dismiss. And there's the reality. You know, if you want the company to grow, you can't have humans bringing it down in whatever way. I talk about senior managers and happen. You know, so yeah.
You said if you're willing to do business with just anybody and everybody, you're going to end up in pain.
Mm-hmm.
Don't run your business like a salesperson. Run it like the owner of something truly valuable.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing when it's time to end a relationship is a key lesson for anyone serious about creating a lasting, successful business.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to know, like, what are some signs that you should pay attention to if you have a business that, one, either this customer is not the right customer for you, or maybe it's time to end the relationship. Like, what are some signs that this person is going to lead to pain for your business?
I'm glad you use the word pain.
Really pain.
Pain, oh, pain. All right.
Yeah.
What happened is that one of the things is respecting your order. Okay? You're sending probably an invoice or whatever, you expect to pay in 30 days if you have credit or whatever the case may be, pay me in 30 days. If you can't pay me, reach out to my team, reach out to myself. It's a small business and say, listen, boy, right now I'm going through something. I'll give you. Don't have me calling you and then you giving me stories. We are Trinidadians, we are storytellers. We love to tell people stories. I ain't get you the bank yet. No boy, my phone get dead. I couldn't call you back. I'm sorry, now I'll hand you next week. Next week I come in and pay that bill. Why we can't just have enough courage to tell a man, yo, this is what's going on. Right now I'm expecting something to come in now and give me until next 2 weeks now. But make sure that your next 2 weeks is what your next 2 weeks are. Right? So sometimes when you reach that point now, you have to be able to know if this customer is really for you. You follow? We are afraid to let go people because we think we're losing money. But here's the thing, you're losing more than money, so that way the pain will come in, because if you ain't pay me, you put me under pressure. So you put me under stress because I have to pay my bills. And I expect your money to help me pay my bills. I have to pay workers. So that is more pain for me. So why must I keep you around? Because I want to keep your business? And that's the simplest form I could put it if you want to go deeper. Sometimes we look for businesses and we're so young in the business that we get the first little contract or whatever the case may be, and you giving me hell. You pay me and everything, that is just one way, but you're giving me hell. The stress I'm going to have to go through. I didn't plan for overtime. You want me to work until 9 o'clock because you want to finish. You want this part of the season finished. I didn't give you my timeline when I will finish your job for you. But you started to call shots. But I don't want to lose your business. This is my first business. I don't want to lose it. But by the time you're done with me, I crash out. I frustrated. I hurting. So as a business owner, you need to really evaluate who you want. They have to be aligned with your vision. You have to align on what you want to deliver to them. And if they can't cut it, move on. It's the same as any other relationship. Why we want to hold on to rubbish? Why we must want to hold on to rubbish? Why we must want to hold on for things that add in value in our lives and our businesses? Why? To remain relevant when the real people who could really help you in your business or be a part of your relationship walking by, but you focus on this one hard person to deal with. And you're focusing more on them because you want to make sure that they get paid, while the people who definitely will pay you without a blink of an eye passing. So again, talk about that value. Look at people who, you know, you don't want to hurt people's feelings. We talk about, you know, gosh, I don't want to hurt the feelings and let them go. When I tell people, I just fire people.
No, hurt people.
It's fire.
Hurt now and hurt
exactly.
10 times worse later. I
Fire.
will hurt you now.
Fire people out your life. Fire people out your business. No, I'm telling you, this is reality, and I was just telling you why the companies will hire me now to do that. Because if you have a person in your organization that's pulling down the organization because of their attitude, because of whatever they bring into the, and it's not up to standard to the deliverables of the company, why keep them around? Better, you know, we, as I say, we live in a society where we are afraid to say no. We'll give you all these stories. I ain't get you yet now, boy. Just tell the man no. Tell him, I can't work with you. You know? And explain him and even try to put him onto somebody else, palming off on somebody else. And say, hey, this, I think Tony will make a good match. Check him out. I have learned along with my other businesses is that if I'm getting problems with you for payment or any other thing, I don't need you. I rather stay. It's the same process will happen. If I don't have a business, I remain hungry. If I have you and I'm waiting on your money, or waiting on your deliverables, or waiting on, right? Having not having you, I'll be stressless. I won't have that amount of stress. But if I have you, it will create more stress. Making sense?
Yes. It's like that thing they say where being single is better than being in a bad relationship. Because at least when you're single, you want to put it a good relationship.
Exactly. Thank you. Well, exactly. So why must I stay with you? Then when the other person come around, I done broken already. I done tired. I can't give that person my best. That ain't making sense. So let me prepare myself in this corner here for the best.
Okay, so final question. I know you have your 2 events coming up. You have Limitless Potential in April, and then you have something in
State of the Union.
It sounds very, what's the word I'm looking for?
Political?
No, it sounds very, I'm looking for a word that says massive, but not massive. Like impactful. Like
impactful, yeah.
Like it's going to be big.
It's going to be big.
Like it's going to be a bomb that's going to explode in the nation, and people are going to see it in their houses.
State. What's the state of your union? That's the thing. The power of relationship.
No, state of the union. No, I'm talking about April.
State of your union.
Oh,
what's the state of your union is in June.
In June, right?
Yeah, the power of relationship. That's it. This one.
Right, April.
I like how you say that because that is what's going to happen. As I say, I have a team of people in the back working.
Nah, I think
people will
something going to explode and people going to be in their house. They need to come to these seminar. I know, be like, I feel like something.
Yeah.
I mean, and they.
Nah, that's gonna be totally, as I said, totally different. And the thing about it, I'm saying it here for the first time, but it's gonna be a money back guarantee too. So if you walk out of that arena and you're not satisfied, you didn't get what you're looking for, we give you back your money. That is to tell you I guarantee that this is gonna work for people. You know? One of the things again, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a party. It's going to be dance. I mean, yeah, so it's going to be everything. All the elements will be there. Everything going to be there. The only thing you may not get is a firework. That's the only thing. I ain't ready to give people firework yet. But that's the only thing they wouldn't get. But on the whole, they will get all the elements. song, the music, the drama, the interventions. I'll be doing interventions in front of people live for the first time. So as I said, I'm going to use all my skill set in that so people actually see. And I want people to become, because what people are going to learn there is to be practical psychologists. So when you go home to your spouse, to your kids, you already have certain tools that you could observe and say, this is what Mr. Best was talking about. Okay, let me look through it again and see how it works and see how it, and these type of things. So it's going to be massive. It's going to be huge. And again, within the carnival in Trinidad, because if it was before, we didn't have this carnival and thing happening in the early part of the year, that'd be a good start for the year for people. But after carnival, Trinidadians.
Is it going to be on a weekend? Or?
Yeah, Saturday the 4th of April.
Okay. So I know you have those 2 events happening this year, but just want to wrap and let people know what services you offer. Like, what can they reach out for you? What problems you can help them solve? What they can reach out to you for, and where they can get in touch with you if they want to.
The problems that I could solve is everything within your life. From your business to your relationship to your finances, and it's all about dealing with you. Once I get you to where I want you, all these other things will become easy to deal with after, right? Where people could reach me, right now the only place people could reach me is on the social media. I always allow people to come there first, and it's just a trusting thing. I don't want them to just read something in the papers, when I do my articles, or see something here and decide, hey, I can reach out to this guy. No, go and see what I'll be putting up there, get a little trust, see what people saying, and just reach out to me. And people normally do that, send a message, and I reach back out to them, and from there we start working, so again, and people know people say, yeah, see this guy, say, don't call me up and tell me, hey, so it's easy to reach out to me. Arnold Best, the website is doing over. Normally they'll reach out to me on the website as well, but we are also doing over the website. So yeah, looking forward to that. My book by 2021 at the end of this year.
Like books are a thing. Like books,
yeah.
They said they're working on a book. So what is your book going to be about? If you care to mention, like what you.
Well, the name of the book is The Power of You. So it's all about what I've been teaching people.
Exciting.
And it's going to be my story. It's going to be my journey from where I started, not just the coaching, my life, my background, the things I went through as a young man to where we are now, the cashier life, everything, so having that business as well and doing things. And people talk about, people can have business in Trinidad, and we could show them that we did it, so all that will be in part of the book, and that's my life, that story.
Exciting.
Yeah, man.
All right, so that's a wrap.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, Ashana.